Hey Bible lovers, I'm Tim Nichols, and I'm here to bring you your Nichols Worth, and today I'm going to give you my top 5 CSB Bibles. As you know, the CSB is one of my favorite translations, and it's among the top translations I recommend to new believers because it has that optimal equivalent approach. I love the fact that it's readable, but yet it does not compromise on being literal. It does not compromise meaning over understanding. It's really kind of the perfect little marriage. Now, if you know me, you know I love the CSB personal size, large print, single column, and this used to be in my top 5, but it has been bumped down to honorable mention. And you're going to find out why here in just a minute. But I do love this Bible. I love this large 10-point font, just really beautifully laid out. Love the paragraph format. That gutter is a little tight. Really like the note system at the bottom. This thing is just beautiful, but it's been bumped out to honorable mention. But let's go ahead and start. We're going to go 5 to 1. Number 5 may surprise you a little bit. That's right. It is the CSB Schuyler Quentel. I love this layout. It has almost everything I love. There's 2 things about this I don't love. I don't love the paper. I think the paper goes too much. It's 28 GSM. It's a little too thin, hard to grip. There you go. See, just trying to get to one page. It feels easy to tear. What I love about it, though, is the nice dark font. Another thing I don't like is I wish they would go ahead and use the Stride-on style note and reference system and put these notes at the bottom and divide it by a line rather than making my columns wonky whenever there is a textual footnote like this. When they have a bunch of them, I just want evenness, and you can see that ghosting is just really noticeable, especially in the poetic settings. But 11-point font, red accents, really dark print, references and notes. This thing really does a good job. Now, one area where I think all Schuyler Bibles are absolutely worthless, and that is in the commentary. That print is so small, I don't even know why you put it in there. Just give us a thinner Bible. But coming in at number 5, the CSB Quentel. Number 4, this is a new-ish release in the CSB, and I love this thing. Now, it's a big boy. It's a full-size Bible, and it is rather thick, probably right at about 1.5 inches thick. So it's big, but it's big for a reason. This has a beautiful 12-point font with some textual footnotes on the bottom. I mean, this thing just really is easy to read. Nice and dark. Love the red accents. Love the simplicity of the layout, and love the fact that you get a little extra margin space here. Just absolutely beautiful poetic settings. This Bible is really sharp, and love the green calfskin as well. Also, when you get to the New Testament, what's really nice about this is the words of Christ are in black. Another thing I love about the CSB is when you get to the New Testament, Old Testament references are bold. Just beautiful. This is just simply beautiful. Love this layout. Coming in at number 3. Now, this was one of my first experiences. The premium CSB was the black goatskin edition of this in the wide margin. Love this 9.75 font. Love the red accents. Beautiful verse-by-verse layout. Easy to find red accented verses. The one thing I say about this that I knock is they put the references in the corner and it throws those columns off. I wish they would put everything on the bottom. But all that aside, this is such a beautiful edition. It has a nice wide margin in the middle. You could almost even put some notes in there as you break it in. Love this. 9.75 font, just got everything you could possibly want in a wide margin Bible with some note space, a little bit of space in the margin, space above, space below, and it starts a book on a new page, so you have all this space at the end of most books. Coming in at number 2. Now, this one is what knocked out the CSB personal size single column, and this baby is a brand new release. I'll do a full review on this at a later date, but this is in the olive cover. These things are very inexpensive, but you all check this out. Are you ready? This is a non-premium edition, and it has the red accents. And look at that. It has your references on the outside column, your notes on the bottom. This, in my opinion, is the ideal way to handle a single column text. You could argue they could put them in the gutter, but I mean, this gutter is nice and spacious in this. They did a beautiful job of laying this out. The big compromise between this one and the other single column personal size large print is this is a 9-point font. So you give up a little bit of space. As a matter of fact, we're going to just go ahead and compare and give you an eye-to-eye idea of what you're losing here in font size. It is some, don't get me wrong, but from a readability standpoint, the letting space and everything, yes, that is a larger font. This definitely looks like a larger, nicer font, but you can see what you're giving up. You're giving up, there's no references, there's only limited footnotes on the bottom. That gutter is just tight as can be, zero margin space. Where here you've got margin space between your references, full notes on the bottom. This is, man, this is just awesome. This almost made it number one. If I was a single column guy, this would have been my number one pick for the CSB, but just absolutely stunning, beautiful paper. This is a perfect rebind candidate. Words of Christ are in black. Everything that you could possibly want. Just love it. Coming in at number one, this was a little bit of a tough choice because I really like me some red accents, and I'm not a huge fan of the Words in Christ in red, but it's only from a print purpose because they are hard to get consistent. But this is the large print personal size digital study edition. What's really cool about this is you scan that QR code and it takes you to a website where you get an app, and that app has all sorts of study features in it. You basically have a walking study Bible in a personal size. But then when you get to this layout, check this out. You have a nice large 11.25 font. Now it does have limited notes, but you know what? From a layout standpoint, you're not going to beat this. Beautiful. And while I like the red accents, I can do without them. They don't have to be there. But this 2-column, just perfectly justified, beautiful poetic settings, just everything you could possibly ask for. And the Words of Christ are in red, but I'm going to tell you what, they did a superb job on those red letters. They almost have like a brownish, kind of burgundy-ish look, but those are super easy to see and to read. But this is a beautiful Bible. So those are my top 5 CSB Bibles, including the brand new personal size reference Bible that I just think is amazing. Almost made it to number one if it would have been a double column. There you have it. Keep calm. Jesus on. This is your Nicholsworth.